Hey there, Samitian here, and welcome back to Marvel Legendary Legacy Adventure. Last time we lost to Arnim Zola, KOing Longshot in the process, and today we're going to fight him again and hopefully do a little bit better this time. So a quick rundown of the setup. Today we're facing Arnim Zola. He's got Ultimate Abomination, which means he gains attack equal to the total printed attack of all heroes in the HQ. He always leads the Zola's creations, and Master Strike for each hero in the HQ that has less than 2 printed attack. Put that hero on the bottom of the hero deck, and each player discards a card of that hero's cost. And the scheme is Bathe the Earth in Cosmic Rays. If you missed last time, these aren't the cool kind of Cosmic Rays that give superpowers. Instead, they're Space Stingrays that sting you. So set up 6 twists. Twist, each player in turn does the following. Reveal your hand, KO one of your non-gray heroes, choose a hero from the HQ with the same or lower cost, and put it into your hand. Evil wins when the number of non-gray heroes in the KO pile is 6 times the number of players. So you need to make sure that the city stays clear so you don't KO extra heroes. We're also facing the poisons and the cytoplasm spikes. We're playing as Stingray, Wasp, No Name Brood Queen, Spider-Woman, and Ultimate Spider-Man. So last time the plan was to bring in Longshot to help primarily deal with the cytoplasm spikes. Because if these feast on a non-gray hero, that's very bad for the scheme. So I wanted him in there to help you manipulate the top of your deck, so when you fight the spikes, you'll be fine. You'll feast on some grays, and everything will be happy, and everything will be great. The problem ended up being that Longshot has very high attack cards, and a lot of those high attack cards are expensive. So Arnim Zola stayed at an extremely high attack for the entire game, and I just couldn't beat him enough times before the time ran out, and I lost. So we've got some more playing against Zola than against the scheme this time. Now, last time at the end of the video, I talked about which heroes I could bring in to maybe help out. Talked about Enchantress, I talked about Angel, I talked about Archon, the Magnificent, but I didn't mention a hero that I thought about afterwards. I'm like, that could actually be pretty good. And that one is my best friend in the whole world, Richter. So, why would I bring in Richter, you might ask? This is not the best setup for him. Unearthed Tectonic Power is my favorite Richter card, and there's not a whole lot of ranged instinct in the setup. There's a little bit of ranged. There won't be any instinct after I get rid of Ultimate Spider-Man, but that should be fine. The main reason I want to bring in Richter is because of, well, there's a couple of reasons. The first of all, this has Investigate on it, which is another way to help manipulate the top of your deck for the Cytoplasm spikes. His uncommon is both cheap, it's KO, it's Investigate, it's everything I could want. And the rare, there are several reasons the rare is good. The first one being it has no attack, so it's not going to buff up Zola. It'll probably get put on the bottom of the HQ, or bottom of the hero deck from Zola's Master Strikes, that's fine. But if I do manage to recruit it, Shattering the Mastermind should be really powerful in this setup if Zola does stay around 20 attack the entire game like he did last time. So that's my reasoning for Richter. Get out of here, No Name. And then I'm bringing in Enchantress for the same reasons I mentioned last time. She doesn't have a lot of attack cards. Her recruit cards, Soul Sacrifice, I usually use to KO one of my good heroes to ramp me into buying a rare or something. I can't really do that this time because that would advance the scheme too quickly, but it's still good, like one recruit KO, a gray is still good. And then this card should be pretty good against fighting Zola because there is a lot of covert in the setup between Spider-Woman and Wasp. So that's my reasoning for Enchantress. It's possible I'm about to get both of these heroes killed, but, you know, them's the breaks. Oh, I wanted to replace my 2 bystanders with 2 random new bystanders. Not that it really matters, but having different bystanders might make things a little bit interesting. Who knows? Finish the setup. Alright, we start with the spikes, and each side has a 5-3 split. Unfortunately, I don't have a 5 cost to buy. This could be interesting. I mean, I can guarantee fight the spikes next turn anyways, right? I would kind of be gambling on fighting it, though. If I wall crawl this, actually... Okay, say I wall crawl this. Next turn, the last card in my deck will either be a trooper or an agent. If the last card in my deck is a trooper, I will only have 2 troopers in my hand and can't fight the spikes without playing this. And if I play this, I will draw the trooper. Which means... Oh, but then I can still safely fight the spikes because I'll only have gray in my discard pile. Yeah, okay. That sounds like a funny thing to do. Alright, Scheme Twist. Each player in turn does the following. Reveal your hand, KO one of your non-go heroes, choose a hero from the HQ with the same or lower cost, and put it into your hand. Oh. Well, how was I supposed to know? That's unfortunate. What do I want to take then? Trace the fault lines? Just a big recruit card. I will have 4 recruit. I could take this. And buy Superpowered Swimsuit, and then buy this on this side. Neither of those things really matter. Just take this one. Ah. Oh, wait. Hold up. This side needs to buy cards. I was gonna buy this anyway, so it doesn't... Getting that top deck information didn't do anything. I was gonna buy that anyways. Alright, Premise. I can't fight Premise this turn. I want Unearth Tectonic Power for the spikes. This is an agent, so I'm going to fight this for 3. Fight, reveal, feast. If it feasts on a non-gray, I get +2 recruit. I think I'm just going to buy an officer. I need to get to Irresistible Bribe before they get put on the bottom. This is going to suck. 2 of my 3 Irresistible Bribes are in the top, and I can't afford either of them. Even if this doesn't get me Irresistible Bribe, it could help me get Unearth Tectonic Power, which is also pretty good. Alright. Okay, 2 twists have whiffed, which is very good. That means I can start using Soul Sacrifice a little bit to ramp. Well, I can't do that unless I get Soul Sacrifice, obviously, but... Buy this. I guess this side's doing a tech deck. Premise has arrived. I'm buying another officer. I have an officer. I have the Richter uncommon. That's 2 recruit cards. I could use more recruit cards, I guess. Or, why not? Why not? One more. One more is a treat. Okay. So for each hero in the HQ that has less than 2% attack, put that hero on the bottom of the hero deck, and each player discards a card of that card's cost. So I need to discard this, this, and this. So each side needs to discard a 6 and a 4. Or 2 6s and a 4. So much for Irresistible Bribe. Goodbye. Okay, here's the deal. This is going to be buffing up Zola for a long time, so I need to be able to recruit this. Which means I think I'm going to start leaning into Covert on this side. Covert Tech, maybe, I guess. Spikes have arrived. What is the last card in this deck? I can't fight this turn, it doesn't matter. I'm not buying a fourth officer. Well, it's a third officer, but yeah, I'm not buying that. I'm just going to buy a sidekick. I think I want to discard this to fight Primus. 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 Yeah, I'm going to discard this to fight Primus. Kind of need to. And then I'm going to buy a sidekick. Okay, I have 6 recruits, so I have options. I think I'm going to buy an Earth Tectonic Power. It's an Investigate card, which is important for dealing with the spikes. Compared to this, which could be more attack, but is likely not going to be more attack. One and a half attack, draw a card, and I can move a villain. Where do I want to move a villain to? Sewers, Bridge, Mastermind. I could move Primus this way, but then I can't fight him. I can move you back. Oh, but then you'll have Abomination. I can move you forward. Probably won't have enough attack to fight you. I'm gonna move the spikes back, just because it's a little more awkward to fight them. Maybe one of these. This is my super-powered swimsuit counter. So I get another half an attack, I draw a card, and I get +2 attack usable only against the Sewers, Bridge, or Mastermind. What do I have in this deck? I have the Wasp card that I just bought. An officer? I think there's an officer in here. Maybe, maybe not. If I KO the Wasp card, that's actually not the end of the world because of the fact that I whiffed a twist. Oh, wait, I can do these in whatever order I want. I can do this first. I can say Wasp, and then I can make sure I have a gray on top of my deck. Okay, I'll do that. So I'm going to do Stanley first. I'm going to say Wasp, and then I reveal the top 2 cards of my deck. I put one of those exact hero name into my hand, and I put the rest back in any order. Okay, this is super fine. This is super okay. Now, I can feast on 2 agents or a trooper and an agent. I'll hedge and feast on one of each, and then fight feast. And then I'll fight you for 3. Fight feast. Okay. And I'll buy deck chairs on the Titanic. Alright, Scheme Twist. So... Wait, this is a gray. Sure is. It specifically says non-gray. So... I'm getting really lucky with these twists. So which of these do I want to KO? Probably neither of them, but I need to KO one of them, so which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll have 6 recruit next turn, which I could use to get Sting of the Stingray Sting, I guess. Or I could just KO this. Alright, I'm doing very, very, very good, somehow. Do I want to fight Premise this turn? Yeah, I'm not really buying anything, so I can fight Premise instead of playing the Officer. Primus. I'm fighting you for 3 by discarding the Officer. And then I'm going to buy a Sidekick. Okay. Well, that's not the worst thing in the world to KO. I don't get anything from it. What can I KO on this side? I have a 4, a 2, and a, no, just a 4 and a 2. I'll probably KO you. Okay, that's a reason to not buy sidekicks. Actually, this saved the Trace the Fault lines from getting KO'd. It's not bad. Okay, I think I need an Officer over here. I want Unearth Tectonic Power. These are gonna get removed by Zola's Master Strikes eventually, which is fine. I'm gonna buy a new recruit. Enchant the Senses is not the best, but it is arranged, and I want it. Alright, 1.5 attack. Actually, let me draw with you first. Draw 2. Then 1.5 attack, draw a card. And I can move a villain. I don't think I want to fight the spikes this turn. You're in a good spot. Actually, do I care about fighting the spikes this turn? I don't have a whole lot in this deck. I think the worst this can hit is an Officer, and it's just a vanilla Officer. Maybe I do want to fight the spikes this turn. Can I fight the spikes on anything else? I guess it depends on what I draw. No, wait, I have another deck Trios on the Titanic in there. No. I'm not risking that. I can just leave you there and fight you. You're not a great hero for this deck, but... Oh, you Symbiote Bond with this. That's relatively annoying, actually. Oh, this is... Just move this back. I'm probably not fighting Poison Hulk this turn. Then I draw a card and I get 2 extra attack usable against Sewers Bridge or Mastermind, and I get 1 attack because I have an extra half. This is a 1 in 5 chance in hitting my other deck chairs on the Titanic. If I fight you, that's probably bad. I'm going to fight this. That's also not great. But it lowers the amount of total villains in the city, sort of. It's not a great thing that I've just done there, but it's fine. 4 recruit. I don't want that. Do I want another Officer? Potentially? Sure. Ambush. The symbiote bonds with the mastermind. Good. It's exactly what we needed. Zola to be more powerful. Alright, 2 attack. I investigate for a card that's ranged and or instinct. No. I guess I'm buying Enchant the Senses. Alright, 1.5 attack, draw a card. I could have fought the spikes last turn and been fine. Okay, and now I can move something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just gonna keep moving you back. Do I buy this, or do I buy Sting of the Stingray's Sting? Sting of the Stingray's Sting might help me get to this. This card is currently not very good, but it is buffing up Zola a lot, and I kind of want to remove it from the equation. Or I could buy deck chairs on the Titanic and keep going tech, which isn't doing a whole lot right now. There's Soul Sacrifice. Alright, another twist has whiffed, on this side at least. This side needs to KO one of these, and it gets another card. I can get Soul Sacrifice and get rid of one of my deck chairs on the Titanic. Or I can get rid of Superpowered Swimsuit. I think I want to get rid of this and just kickstart Soul Sacrifice coming up. Alright, I've had 5 twists come out, and I've only KO'd 5 non-grays. That is incredible. So now I just need to win, which is the $1 million problem. I am not buying another officer on this side. I bought 3 officers on this side. I'm not buying another officer. I can fight this, which would make it symbiote bond with you, which is fine. Yeah, sure. Just make the HQ like a little bit smaller. Or not HQ, the city a little bit smaller. Alright. That means I can afford to use this to KO some stuff. I can KO deck chairs on the Titanic. That would give me 7 recruit this turn and let me buy Founding Avenger. That's not deck chairs on the Titanic. Wait. Before I do that, undo everything I just did. I'm going to draw a card. Okay, now I can KO the officer. That would give me 7 recruit. And the officer is gray. And now I can buy Founding Avenger because of size changing. Not only does that get it out of the HQ, but it also gives it to me. I love when I get things. 2 attack, investigate for a card that's instinct and or ranged. Give me that. Leave this on top and KO it from fighting a spikes. 1 attack, fight this for 3, fight feast. Then 2 attack, investigate for a card that's ranged and or instinct. No. Another Unearth Tectonic Power, or Swarm Tactics. Another one of these. Okay, Zola's actually pretty weak right now. He's only at 10? I might be able to fight him relatively soon. Alright, 1.5 attack, draw a card. And I can move things. I'm just going to keep moving this spikes backwards. Because I'm the least likely to fight him. Then 1 attack, draw a card. Half an attack, draw a card, and I get these 2. Okay. I can fight a spikes this turn. That's probably not a good idea. Buy both this and this. This can't bond. So I can fight that this turn. I'm questioning if I want to KO Maria or just KO an agent. I'll probably just KO an agent. That gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 recruit. You'll be at 2, you'll be at 1. Okay. Yeah, I'll just KO an agent. Buy this for 1. Buy this for 2. Buy this for 2. Okay, I want to buy this card. Hopefully a strike doesn't come out and get rid of it. And I'm going to fight you for 3. I have made Zola more powerful, but I have made my right deck also more powerful. Zola is currently at 12. It's not the end of the world. Which one of these do I want? Let me start with this. One attack, draw a card. I want the Investigate so that I can safely fight a Spikes. So 2 attack. Then 2 recruit, investigate for a card that costs 0, KO or discard it. Maybe I can't fight a Spikes. You can't bond? I can just fight you this turn. I'll KO this. This back on top. Fight you for 3. Got a new ranged hero. 7 recruit. I need to buy this. Get it out of the HQ. Okay, I should be able to fight Zola soon, hopefully, unless a Master Strike comes out. Which it hasn't. Yet. 1.5 attack, draw a card. Just gonna keep moving the Spikes backwards. Specifically the Spikes. Okay, unfortunately Zola is at 9, which is more than what I have. So I can just fight you, because your Abomination doesn't do anything. And then 5 recruits. Do I buy another Tiny Wing Justice? Or do I buy this? I'll buy this. And you? Okay. Okay, 2 attack. I investigate for a card that's ranged and or instinct. I'll put this on the bottom. Wait, I can do that with investigate, right? Yeah, top or bottom. Then 2 attack, I investigate for a card that's ranged in or instinct. No. Put this on the bottom. And then draw this with this. 3 attack, reveal top card of my deck if it has a recruit icon, draw it. Then 2 attack, I investigate for a card that's ranged and or instinct. Okay. Zola is at 9. And I'm going to fight him for 9. Which fights this. When I fight the Mastermind, defeats Symbiotic Armor and KO one of my heroes instead of taking a tactic. And I want to buy nothing. Okay, I knew that was coming. So each side will need to discard a 4, 2 5s, and a 6. A 4, 2 5s, and a 6. That's okay. I draw a card. Okay, you're going to be helpful for fighting the Spikes. Alternatively, I could buy nothing that I really want. I'll buy that. It'll be good for fighting the Spikes, and then I'll buy a new recruit. Okay, Zola is now at Chonky. It's a chonky boy. So that's 18? Yeah. It's going to be a while before I can fight him. Alright, Scheme Twist. So each player KOs one of their non-gray heroes and then places it. This side doesn't have any. This side has some choices, actually. 4, 4, 3. I don't actually want any of these cards. I guess this is fine. That means I need to KO Tiny Wing Justice. I'm okay with that. Alright, I have plenty of breathing room. That's beautiful. One attack, draw a card. I mean, I'm just gonna keep buying Unearth Tectonic Powers, I guess. Actually, I could fight a Spikes. No, I could fight you. That would make you Symbiote Bond. Yeah, sure. Fight you for 3, you Symbiote Bond with a villain in the city with an odd numbered attack. Okay, this is just... I don't have a way to manipulate my deck, so I'm going to do this. I reveal the top card of my deck if it has an attack icon. Draw it. Okay. Then I draw a card and get half an attack. Okay, what am I KOing with this? F4 recruit. If I KO a 4, I can buy the rare, which I probably should do. I don't have a 4 to KO. Never mind. If I can't KO a 4, what am I buying? Swarm Tactics? I'll just KO an agent then. You have Abomination, so I can't fight you. You don't have Abomination, I can get this. It is a covert. I guess I want that. Yeah, I'll fight this for 6. And I'll fight this one. I could fight the Spikes. Eh. I'm going to be able to fight them eventually, and by eventually I mean this turn, safely. So I investigate for a card that's ranged and or instinct. Oh, maybe not safely. It's on the bottom. Then 3 attack, reveal top card of my deck that doesn't crude icon draw it. It doesn't. Okay, I can't fight a Spike safely. That's unfortunate. I can fight you. You can't Symbiote Bond and it would give me you, and I kind of want you, so okay. And then I will buy you to get you out of this HQ, and you're also kind of okay over here. Do I want another radioactive spider? It's a way to help me deal with the spikes. Yeah. But I also kind of want to keep it in the HQ to make Zola weaker, so I'm just going to buy a new recruit instead. It'll get put away from a strike eventually. That's fine. Okay, I've got stuff to do this turn. 1.5 attack, draw a card. I can move stuff around. I'm going to move... I'm just going to keep moving the spikes backwards. It'll be important eventually. Then 1.5 attack, draw a card, and then I... Wait, hold up. Before I do that, do I want to buy anything this turn? No. No, I don't. I mean, I do, but not yet. I want to try and get more recruit before I do that. 1.5 attack, draw a card, and then I move these spikes back. Then 1 attack, draw a card. recruit, KO this. 2 recruits, draw a card. 1 attack plus 2 more attack. Going to buy another soul sacrifice, maybe? No, I'm going to fight superpowered swimsuit. I'm going to buy 2 things this turn. I'm going to buy this and not buy radioactive spider. What's Soul at? Soul's at 12? I might be able to fight him this turn. Yeah, I can fight him this turn, actually. But I want to fight him this turn. I'm going to buy this for 2. Then 2 attack, and I get 2 more attack for each card or 1 more attack for each card I recruited this turn, which is 2 more attack. And then this is 4 attack. And I get +1 attack for each other Avengers card I play this turn, which is 1, 2, 3. I'm going to fight you for 4. Fight KO one of my heroes. And then I'm going to fight Zola for 12. The player of your choice gains a hero from the HQ that has less than 2 printed attack. That's fine. You cost -1, so I'll buy you. Alright. I saw that coming, so each side needs to discard a 7, a 4, and a 2. Seven, 4, and 2. I only need to fight Zola 4 more times. There's 10 cards left in the villain deck. Okay, that might be a little difficult. Zola is currently at 16. 2 attack, I investigate for a card that's ranged and/or instinct. On the bottom. 2 attack, investigate for a card that's ranged and/or instinct. 2 attack, investigate for a card that's ranged and/or instinct. You're at 16? 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 16, 8, 10. 2 attack, investigate for a card that's ranged and/or instinct. Do I want to KO this with Sabretooth? Sort of. Yeah, actually, sure. Why not? Then 2 attack, I look at the top card of my deck, I may KO it. Then 2 attack. 2 attack, I get +2 attack, usable only against the Mastermind. I'm just going to put it here. It's not technically that, but whatever, it's close enough. And I'm going to fight Zola for 16. Each other player reveals a tech hero or discards a card. Oh, okay. And then I'm going to buy a new recruit. Master Strike. Okay, so each side needs to discard a 4. Goodbye. Alright, this ain't a great hand, but I guess I can buy this. One attack, draw a card. I'm like 90% sure the bottom of my deck is all grays from all the investigating I did. Is that true? That might not be true. You have Abomination, so I can't fight you. I would need to fight a Spikes. But if this feasts on a non-gray, that's bad. But if I don't do that, this is going to escape, which does like a similar thing. So I'm going to fight this for 3. Okay, it did feast on a gray. Unfortunately, I'm running out of like recruit over here. So getting some of this stuff out of the HQ is going to be a little difficult. On attack, draw card. Alright, 3 attack. I can put something on top of my deck and then KO it with you. Or 3 recruit, not 3 attack. I'm gonna buy some Enchant the Senses over here just to make him weaker. How many strikes are left? There's 1 strike left. Put this on top. No, I want to buy 2 Enchant the Senses this turn. I'm gonna put this on top. Why am I at 7? I mathed bad. Okay, I'm gonna buy you for 3. And buy you for 3. Okay, that made Zola like a little weaker. And this is 2 attack, plus 2 more attack for me recruiting 2 cards. And I'm gonna fight you for 3. Fight, feast, done. Zola is currently at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's at 14. I might be able to fight him this turn. Let me start with 1 attack, draw a card. And 1 attack, draw a card. Then I investigate for a card that's ranged and or instinct. Then 3 attack, reveal a top card of my deck. If it has a recruit icon, draw it. Then 2 recruit, I investigate for a card that costs 0. I KO or to discard it. Then 2 attack, I investigate for a card that costs, or for a card that's ranged in or instinct. Then 2 attack, I look at the top card of my deck, I may KO it. Then 2 attack, I investigate for a card that's ranged and or instinct. Then 2 attack, I investigate for a card that's ranged and or instinct. Then 2 attack, and I get 2 attack usable only against the Mastermind. 2 attack, I shatter the sewers. What are the chances this makes Zola stronger? Zola's currently at 14. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Yeah, he's at 14. If it does make Zola stronger, that's not the end of the world. I can still fight him. And if it makes him weaker, okay, it didn't do anything. I'm going to fight Zola for 14. Fight. KO up to 2 of your heroes that have less than 2 printed attack. Okay. You're at 8. No, I shattered you. So you were at 8, now you're at 4. Give me more recruit. 2 more recruit. Just fight you. What do you symbiote bond with? Just any other villain? Okay, I'm just gonna fight this for 5. Or, never mind. That's dumb. I'm gonna fight you for 4. Gives me 2 recruit, and then I'm gonna fight you for 4. And use symbiote bond with this. And I'm gonna buy a new recruit. Alright, I draw a card. Then 1.5 attack, draw a card. Let me move a villain. I'm going to move you back a little bit. Feasting is getting more and more dangerous because I'm running out of gray cards. Let's see, and then this is 1 attack. This is 3 attack. This is 3 attack. Zola is still at 14. If I buy 1 card, he will be at 12. I'm going to buy this and gamble that it's not an attack card. Okay, so it's fine. So yeah, I'm at 12 attack, Zola's still at 14. I'm going to fight... This is 10. This is 9. I can get this card. This card's actually kind of good over here. I fight this for 9. And not fight the spikes. Do I have 5 of these? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have 4. I think I want to investigate first and then draw. So I investigate for a card that costs 0 KO or to discard it. Okay, I only have 4. And then I try to draw into one of my investigate cards. No, that's fine. Another investigate for a card that costs 0 KO or to discard it. Alright. Leave both of those on top by Bioelectric Shock. Alright. There's a pretty good chance that another Master Strike shows up, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that. 4 attack. I'm going to fight you for 4 because you don't have Abomination and KO one of my heroes. Alright. You are at 12. I'm going to draw a card. Then draw a card, and I get 2 attack usable only against the Sewers, Bridge, or Mastermind. I'm going to buy a new recruit. And this is 3 attack. 2 attack whenever I defeat an adversary this turn I gain a new recruit. 4 attack. Plus 1 attack. Going to fight the Mastermind for 12. Fight! Each other player reveals a Zola's Creations villain from their victory pile or gains a wound. There's a Zola's Creation. Okay, if this isn't the last Master Strike, I think I win this turn. Even if it is the last. Okay, it isn't. I'm pretty sure I win. So, 2 attack, I investigate for a card that's ranged and or instinct. Take this. Then 2 attack, I reveal the top card of my deck. If it has an attack icon, draw it. Then 2 attack, I investigate for a card that's ranged and or instinct. 2 attack, I investigate for a card that's ranged and or instinct. If I KO that, no. 2 attack, I investigate for a card that's ranged and or instinct. This is probably going to hit. Okay, it did. Then I look at the top card of my deck, I may KO it. Then 2 attack, whenever I defeat an adversary this turn I gain a new recruit. 2 attack, I get plus 2 attack usable only against the Mastermind. 3 attack, I reveal the top card of my deck that has a recruit icon, draw it. Then 2 attack, I Shatter the Sewers. 2 attack, I Shatter the Sewers. I fight you for 1. And fight Feast. I fight you for 5. What is Zola at? Zola's at 12. I fight you for 5. And I fight you for 3. Fight Feast. And player of my choice gains a shield officer. And then I fight Zola for 12. And win! I did it! This setup is shockingly difficult. I got extremely lucky with the twists. Like, unbelievably lucky. I had so much room to play because of that. Let's count some victory points. Left side got 45, and the right side got 20. Why are you in my victory pile? I fucked up. That should be in here. 45 plus 26 is 71. Yeah. Alright, click here if you won. And your total will be below 71. Go to battle 5. Heads up, you're trying to edit part of the sheet that shouldn't be changed accidentally. Edit anyways? Yes? I'm supposed to enter my total VP there, right? Okay, it's still showing. It's showing on the results. That's interesting. I fucked up with this, apparently. That fuck up was probably worse for me, so it doesn't really matter. Let's talk about the decks. Remember when I said that I probably couldn't get a good ranged instinct deck going? Wasn't that a funny joke when I brought in Richter? That was a pretty funny joke. This deck was bonkers. I love Richter. I love drawing a lot of cards, you know what I mean? And I think he worked out pretty well with dealing with the spikes, which is what I mainly wanted him for. And then this side was covert tech. Wasn't bad. I liked it. Yeah, this deck was fun. This deck was fine. It would have been better if I didn't put these two on the bottom at the very... Oh, these two went on the bottom. This one was just on the bottom naturally. Yeah, if I had managed to get an irresistible bribe, it would have... Oh, no, wait. No. I put the other one on the bottom, too, right? Yeah, I put all 3 bribes on the bottom. Yeah, all 3 of these went on the bottom. So if I had managed to get one of those, this deck would have been even better, but it was still really good even without that. And because I got so lucky with the scheme twists, I was able to use Soul Sacrifice more aggressively to purchase the rare... Where is the rare? This one. Founding Avenger is cool. It's a good card. It works better with more Avengers, obviously, but the main strength of it is it's cheap, right? Like, you can make this cost -1 recruit if you have a pure covert deck. Yeah, very cheap rare a lot of the times. Anyways, that was still close. Like, I still only had 2 turns left before I lost. But it was a lot less close than the last one, which I lost. So, that's great. Next time we're moving on to battle number 5 in Stingray's Hero Path. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys then.